Hello, the best viewers. You are on Polystitch channel, and today we are sewing from new fabrics. I bought some fabrics in an online store that are used to sew some linen and pillowcases. So let's put these leftovers into action. Why should they just lay around like that? So let's take the most accessible item as a circle template. A lid from a pot. Well, its most important to value is that it's a 15 by 15 centimeters square, fits perfectly into this circle. Then I draw a circle around the cover, around the lid, with a water-soluble marker, and cut out the fabrics, leaving some space for the seams. If the size of the fabrics allows you to cut several parts at once, proceed as follows. Fold the fabric and be sure to pin it with pins, and then cut out the desired shape. The remnants of the fabric were of various colors, and my piece will be double-sided. And so for that, I will divide the blanks into two parts. The first side will be of red to brown, dark shades, and the second will be of the lighter fabrics and more calm tones. I will also prepare a synthetic winterizer, in other words a syntaphon, circles. I will cut them strictly to the size of our template. I will sew the blanks in the following. Firstly, put together face-to-face two parts of different colors, and then put a synthetic winterizer on top. The finished workpiece must be stitched around the circumference or the round edge of the work, leaving a hole for turning the piece out later. When working at the sewing machine, I lay the line along the marked line and grab the synthetic winterizer a little bit each time. Remember not to break the threads because the whole piece is held on to them. So once we sewed one detail, make a back tack and go on to sew the next one. We prepare such pieces and they're pretty easy to sew. Carefully adjust the fabric and everything will work out. Let's trim the prepared parts a little and make small notches around the circumference. This is so that the workpiece can be turned out well and cleanly. So that the seams lie flat and not bristle, I additionally straighten them from the inside. Remember the hole you left in this circle to turn the piece out? Take a needle and a thread and manually stitch the hole. After you do that, it's good to iron the details. It's also good to slightly spray the seams and edges so that it is more convenient to continue working with the piece while you're ironing it. Now I will draw the outline of the internal parts on all the blanks. To draw the lines between these circles, I use a template or a ruler. After you finish that, we should put all the details in the right order. I decided them to be in a little artistic mess, and it might be the most difficult part of the work. But for me, the most important thing is to have different colors next to each other. In any case, the most important idea about quilting for me is to make this process easy, fast, and efficient. The details are laid out in 3 by 4 pieces, and the size of each will be 15 by 15 centimeters. The size of the finished piece is approximately 45 by 60 centimeters. I will sew the entire canvas at once. I put the parts from the first and the second columns together and sew them like a garland along the drawn line. Remember not to break the threads. This kind of stitching resembles me of pretty petals of a flower. After we have reached the end of the row, we begin to attach the parts of the third column. The entire canvas is kept simply on the connecting threads and seams. Now, I will lay horizontal seams and connect all the rows together. It remains only to add some beauty to our workpiece. Gently bend the petals and sew them with a simple stitch along the edge. I had a few ideas, like these petals can be fixed with hand stitches manually, and this will give the product some more decorativeness, I guess. And this can be a simple forward stitch as well, or a goat stitch. So I'm just giving you a couple of ideas, but how to stitch it is up to your imagination. You can use this technique to sew any kind of handcraft, like dining napkins, or a rug, or a seat cushion, or a plaid for your bed. It will just depend whether you will use some padding polyester to make it more soft and maybe even warm, or not. But I want to make my piece a little voluminous. The outer edge of the petals can also be folded and stitched, or you can leave it as it is. The fabrics are beautiful. The synthetic winterizer is well fixed inside and it won't get misplaced even after washing it. Alright, and the workpiece is finished. Take a look at it. It's such a wonderful, guess what? A child's playing rug. So you can place your wonderful child on it and make sure that it's safe and it's not cold from the ground and it can play safely there and it's very soft. So that would be wonderful if you could make such a nice piece for your child. Or, as I told you, you can use this technique to make any other type of piece, like a rug or a dining napkin or a blanket, or anything you like. So thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to the channel, give me some likes and thumbs up, and I'll see you in my next videos.